Hello. We have a very exciting video today. I jest, it's boring. It's about my label maker. Whoop whoop, party time. So lots of people ask, mostly on my Facebook, from work pictures and pictures with where I'll show people the new colours I have, what label maker I use. It is this one, the DYMO LETRATAG. I saw it online when I searched for it in pink, but it was only in pink in Australia, so I paid more than the cost of the machine itself in postage, but I got it because I want the world. I want the whole world. So I got myself a pink one from Australia. So we have different things. You have under format, you've got font size, font style, italic, or whatever the hell. And then different borders. Why anyone would want a crocodile border, I don't know. But somebody might. Kids. So size preview just shows you what you've typed out. So that's what I've got ready to print for my new pops. You can change the language. It's pretty straightforward, but oh, this is where I realised I had no idea what date it is. Don't even know what year we're in, so I had to...
What's the date today? Does anyone know what the date is today? You know what date it is today?
So there, we had the date. And then I believe it asked me for the time, and absolutely no idea. Not a clue. Which is good because I get busted. My dressing gown sleeve gets busted some point in this video, so good job you didn't know what time it is. Just showing you the other things available, contrast, symbols, there's billions of symbols, none of which I use apart from general punctuation. And so you can insert things into text and so on. And I'm showing you other buttons here, but I'm out of shot, so this is a great video. You can change from uppercase to lowercase. There's a button that I'm pressing that does that. This is so helpful. And then one for numbers as well. So you can also, I think, store... Oh, okay. No, we're going straight to printing. So I'm printing that. And the tip... Oh, I've just deleted all of that. You can press clear and it clears everything, but it also clears the font size. And so I just press delete instead. So I print all my labels in one go, because if you do it one by one and then press print and then use the little cut off button on the side, you lose a lot of tape. Obviously there it said too many characters, I'd done too much, so I chose one with a shorter name and popped that in there. Oh no. And the tape ran out and it went all squidgy at the end. So I ran upstairs. Twice I've run upstairs today and downstairs. That's my exercise done for the day. Got a replacement that is not the DYMO brand because I found some cheaper. So this is just from Amazon. Just type DYMO compatible. I use black on clear, but I always email whoever it is first and say, is it definitely clear and not misted, because some of them are sort of milky and that's not what I want. So printed those. You can see the gaps. Oh, that's where it cut off at the end. So just trying to work out which ones I printed and which ones I need to add on. And obviously this is sped up because can you imagine how boring this would be if it was twice as long? What was I saying about the tape? So the gaps in the middle, I do 2 spaces between each polish name. The D's messed up on that, so that will get done again. Battery's been flashing low for about a year. So yes, the gaps you get between each print are quite big. So I print them all together, and then the next tip, and probably the best tip for this, is once you have printed them out, as I say, do a couple of spaces between each one so you don't lose loads of tape at the beginning and the end of every label is to trim these. They're just a bit too wide for the pops, so you could trim one side, but if you then want the writing to be in the center of the pop, which I do, then it's still going to stick out one side. So I trim both sides and then peel it all off and then cut them up individually. I used to cut them up individually, and then the peely stuff is in two parts, so you'd have two things to peel for each label. And you know how fiddly it is to peel things off, especially if you've got long nails. So I peel the whole thing off and then just cut them as I go, try and make them center. I think the colour Tiffany ended up wonky still. She's drunk, bloody Tiffany. Just showing you that's the gap if you did it one by one. So doing them together, you'll save yourself loads of tape over time. Yeah, and I think that's it. Oh, there's not that much longer left. I probably should have cut some, but I clearly have not. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a really rubbish video for the day. I just wasn't in the mood to paint today because I've been doing a video every day, and yeah, just wasn't feeling it. It's nice and sunny outside. I've been sat in the garden, very Britishly, in my, you know, fully clothed, sunbathing. It's not quite warm enough to not have clothes on at the moment. But I have got an idea for tomorrow's video. Somebody, I can't remember your name, I'm really sorry, asked about making your own jelly polishes. So I was wondering what I could do with them, and then whilst pondering organising the top of my wardrobe, which is a mess because I can't reach it, I saw a box for something and it gave me an idea. So there'll be a cool video for tomorrow, which I suppose I'll have to paint today. So I didn't get out of painting today. I'm just lining them all up, faffing about like an old woman to take a nice picture of them, and then I'll post that on my Facebook page for all my clients to get annoyed at, because they'll see the new colours and they can't come and see me. But hopefully it will keep them interested. So I hope you liked this video, if that's possible. It's definitely a good label maker. I do recommend. Hopefully you can find a pink one in England too, if you're that way inclined. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for lots more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.